Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to Chrysalis, the Family Adventures. Today we come to episode 35, and I hope you enjoy it. Turmoil in the family and the world, Samantha's courage and strength. Joey squashes Mike and Josh's cookie abstention, telling them he'll lock the cookies up, causing them chagrin, and says Mike needs to stay over to help out due to Giselle's extremely long work hours. Dr. Morfield prepares Samantha for her hearing, saying they have to work extra hard and it will be intense. Kamala calls. Samantha wants her to come, but she's busy and says she'll call back. Mike gives Josh a lesson, expressing that to prepare him for the good digital technology school he wants, they have to be more thorough in areas Josh doesn't care about. Giselle again visits Samantha, this time rain soaked and kind of crazy, letting an F bomb out, surprising Samantha and spilling about Mike's job loss and her own rift with Joey. Samantha sees and tells her she's killing herself and to chill, then asks for support at the court hearing, but Giselle is reluctant due to her work catch up. But Samantha implores it's important and tells her to go home and relax, saying that she's running away from dealing with Joey. After Giselle leaves, Tyre Nichols on TV appears on Samantha's TV, and she's very shocked and disturbed witnessing it. A nurse comes in and gives her a sedative to help her through the night. Kamala then calls and urges Samantha to stay strong as they go over the beating and together reaffirm their determination to win their case. And now for episode 35 of Chrysalis, the Family Adventures. Turmoil in the family and the world, Samantha's courage and strength. Fade in. Voiceover. Previously on Chrysalis, the Family Adventures. Internal. The house. Living room. Day. Dusk. Joey. Dad, you can stay on the couch. I'll guard the cookies under lock and key so nobody has access to them, and you can make your bed. Josh's and Mike's words practically run into each other. Josh, well, that don't make no sense. Mike, voiceover filter. As long as you don't send me to the market again. Josh, how can either of us cheat and get caught? Cut to Joey, two fingers in mouth, sharp whistle. Hold it. Now one at a time. First of all, you made the bet to cut down, right? So, problem solved. Now you got what you wanted. Josh, that's not what we wanted. Joey, well, that's what you're getting. I don't work long hours every day for fun. So you don't need to have fun neither. Caption. And now, continuing in and out of the cocoon, theme music, display, caption, the family adventure continues. Mike, voiceover, filtered. Well, now you can't send me to the score because there are cookies there. Joey, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Josh, thought of what? Joey, but you're going to go anyway, and you're going to get a receipt that's itemized and bring it back every time. Josh, he can still cheat. He can do a separate purchase. Joey, hey, good catch. All right, Dad, you're going to show me your credit card statement every day. And I also want you to surrender all your cash when you get here, even if I have to search you. I'll get this pervert to do it so he knows you're on the level. Mike, voiceover filtered. Damn, Joey, you watch too many of those cop shows. Joey, never mind, that's how it's going to be. Josh has got the bracelet, and I got your cash and your cookies. So nobody escapes. Because it's going to take both of you to do what Giselle says. Mike, voiceover filtered. You really appreciate her now, Joey, don't you? Joey. I always appreciated her. I'm just a tough guy who doesn't show his emotions. And I don't want any whining. This is good for you to take on something you don't enjoy and get used to finding your way around the supermarket because you can't DoorDash your way to retirement and old age. And then you want to cover the kids' schooling and Josh's legal fees? Maybe you should make him pay the lawyer as a term of the bet. He'll never touch another cookie as long as he lives. And I haven't even begun to mention Samantha's huge hospital bill. And she's going to be seeing a psychiatrist? Are you kidding me? A few sessions, you're practically running into college tuition prices. Mike, voiceover filtered. There's insurance. Joey. Oh, right. Like any insurance company is going to cover someone who OD'd on drugs. Mike, voiceover, filtered. I'm hanging up. I'll be there. This is crazy. Joey, get used to it. Internal, Samantha's hospital room, day, dusk. Dr. Morfield, we're going to work in our upcoming sessions on your experience, not only from the assault leading up to your taking the pills, but also backwards through the assault, the pandemic, and even further back to help you unravel how your interactions with your parents and even your brother affected how you behaved and reacted in a crisis situation so we can explore alternative modes of behavior. Samantha nods. Dr. Morfield. Now it's going to be intense because you need to be ready to go out on your own in time for that hearing. So we have to work fast. Many psychiatrists and psychologists would not want to let you go, especially so soon after security was called in and you had to be sedated. And I know how you can get that triggers fear in other people. Do you see that? Samantha. You mean when I got real angry? Dr. Morfield. Yes, when you recoiled back when and even further back. Excuse me. Yes, when you recoiled back and even further back when I returned from our talk, we got really concerned and worried because you said some pretty extreme things. And then when you tried to walk on your own because you were frustrated the healing process wasn't going fast enough. And that scared me and the medical staff. And one nurse even told me you said you wanted to kill me, and that really scared her. So we have to work to make sure, especially if you're walking into a place of law enforcement, that you don't give anybody the wrong idea, even if on the inside you know you don't mean it, because they don't know. That's called sensitivity training. And we're going to get into that. Samantha. Okay. Dr. Morfield gets up. Dr. Morfield. Great work, Samantha. I'm going to be back here tomorrow. Please reach out to me, one of the staff, or even Kamala, if you even notice you're starting to go south or thinking about all this and getting overwhelmed. All right? Samantha's phone rings as she nods. Samantha, it's Kamala. She picks up her phone as Dr. Morfield waves to her and leaves. Samantha, hey, Kamala, voiceover filtered. I'm sorry I can't get in there today. Are you going to be all right? I just wanted to see how you're doing, especially because we have the hearing coming up. Samantha, I know. Dr. Morfield said he was going to work with me extra hard to get me ready. Kamala, voiceover filtered. So you will be able to come. I'm so glad. And you'll need to be strong, too. Samantha, yeah, that's what I meant. He's going to prepare me that way. Honey? Kamala, voiceover filtered. What is it, sweetheart? Samantha, can you stay with me now on the phone? I mean, because you can't come in? Kamala, voiceover filter. Can I call you later, like tonight? Samantha, yeah, I guess that's all right. I gotta try to be strong. Kamala, voiceover filter. Yes, you do. I'll call you back later. Internal, the house. Josh's room, dusk, night. Mike and Josh are in front of a laptop at Josh's desk. Josh, here you go, Grandpa. Mike, here I go, what? Josh, this is an introduction to digital programming, coding, and decoding. So you can bone up for me and I'll mentor you in it. Mike, all right, Josh. We have to be more organized here. Oh, we have to be more organized here. There's a whole curriculum we have to call. Oh, boy. All right, all right. There's a whole curriculum. Whoops. Uh, there's a whole. I lost my place. I am so sorry. This is Mark talking to you. Okay, back to the script. Mike, who got accidentally called Ike. Mike. Control shift. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, Josh. We have to be more organized here. Tell me about it. There's a whole curriculum we have to cover. Josh, cutting him off. Yeah, I know about curriculum. That's a precursor. Mike, you're right. It is. But if you really knew about curriculum, you wouldn't be so quick to brush it off. Curriculum is the foundation for everything else, including the digital stuff you're so excited about. Now, I could go into explaining to you why basic understanding of all these disciplines English, social sciences, history, art, politics, economics, etc. are crucial for you to know so that you can function as a member of society. But a more practical reason, which should light you up even more than what I just said, is if you want to get into a good technical school, you need to have an excellent grade point average. So that means you have to excel in every field of learning, not just the ones that interest you. I think we've been through this already. Do you understand? Josh. Yeah, no, no, I get you. Mike, good. I want to get to the fun part with you, and you can show me all the things you know that I'm far behind in. But my job with you is to do just what you asked me to do, to prepare you for the good technical schools the way you have to be prepared. And as you probably know from coding, everything has to be in an extremely reasonable order so we can cover and help you succeed in these many areas of learning and not be so haphazard. That can be applied to the reasoning errors I see you make in everyday life, like the one that got you locked up in your bedroom or banned from school. It's the same type of both organization and attempting to breach it that apply to computer programming and data, no matter what it is. That I can tell you, Josh. And that's what I've been trying to tell you over and over from day one. The best paying jobs exist in the areas that require detailed attention to organization. Plus, you won't be able to keep any job you land unless you understand its total workings and abandon the type of linear reasoning you've applied in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Josh, you lost me a while ago. Mike, and you want to be a computer programmer. That's exactly why you have to let me take over and help you organize yourself. And more importantly, be more open to the input and differing perspective that a teacher, in this case, me, has to offer you. Just as computer coding, for example, demands that you understand the world you're creating the code for. Josh, of course, everybody knows that. Mike, do they? Let me finish. We write codes for things that already exist in life and society. None of us live in a vacuum. Are you getting it now? Josh, sort of. But somehow when you talk about it, it sounds so abstract. Mike, all right, let me try to explain it a different way. If coding is what you want, you're writing the code for someone else, or you're reading a code written by someone else, for example, with a specific purpose. For example, when you were hacking, excuse me, you had something definite you were trying to accomplish to fix your school records and then to steal your dad's money to get something you wanted. Not for the sake of computing, but for a need, albeit a bad one, in both cases. If you want to be serious about coding or computing or whatever technical endeavor you wish to pursue, unless you want to risk going to jail and spending a lot of time there, you're going to need to understand people and how society functions, whether you're working for a boss or running a company, to make money or to support a family or your own needs. You need to have something to offer other people. So you have to learn what they want and not be stuck on what you want. And in order to get there, you need to understand the importance of the broader, more eclectic approach. You need to take, oh, we're still moving. Oh, yes, good. You need to understand the more broader eclectic approach you need to take to prepare you for your desired vocation. And this way, you'll have a much better shot at achieving what you want. Everything has rules and consistency, including computer science. The more you study widely in all the sciences and the arts, the better prepared you'll be for anything and you'll be able to compete for a better living. Josh, I think you have to just be good at coming up with a good gimmick and know how to write the program. Mike, well, that's art right there. Marketing is an art form because you have to use your creativity, not just your reasoning ability, to come up with the right gimmick, including knowing the people you hope will buy your product. Sound of knocking at door. Joey, off screen. Are we there? Are we still recording? Or did we lose it? All right, well, here's part 2 of Chris Looks the Family Adventures, episode 35, because I accidentally answered the phone. And we're over here. Okay. You have to use your creativity, not just your reasoning ability, to come up with the right gimmick, including knowing the people you hope will buy your product. Sound of knocking at the door. Joey, off screen. You guys want to eat or what? Josh. Oh, I'm definitely hungry. Mike, towards door. We got a late start. That's why we're still going. Joey, off screen. Well, I ate already, but I thought I'd at least give you the courtesy of knocking on my way up to let you know the meal I prepared's gonna get cold if you don't come down like right away. Josh is already making his way to the door. Mike. Okay, thanks, Joey. To Josh. See? Even showing courtesy like he did, and like I just did by saying thanks, are ways of creatively interacting with the world you live so you can have a greater success. Plus, not having pigged out on those cookies is helping you develop an appetite for real food. Josh. Yeah, too much talk, not enough movement. Mike. Josh has already gone, so as to self. Guess it's my therapy. Internal, Samantha's hospital room night. Giselle is there with Samantha, looking soaked, like she was caught in a heavy rainstorm. Giselle. This rain is fucking killing me. My knees are. Samantha. What'd you say, Mom? This rain is what? Oh my God, you mean it's raining? Giselle. Don't make me repeat that word. I'm in just in intense pain. Samantha. Oh, Mom, I love you so much. More than ever before. You're cool now. You're soaking. Giselle cutting off. I don't know whether to love you or hate you for that, because it's really not cool. And I'm sorry I used that word because I'm in so much pain and I don't want to set you a bad example. Samantha. And that's the mom I'm not so crazy about. But Mom, it's okay. Give yourself a break. If you're in pain, you got to let it out somehow. Dr. Morfield says that. He says it's okay to curse. And go home and get dried off. Giselle. You trying to get rid of me? Samantha. No, Mom. Giselle. And he told you it's okay to curse? Samantha. No, not like that. Just you got to do what you got to do and don't apologize to anybody for it. Giselle. You mean he said that? Samantha. I love you more now after you said that because you were being real with me. Oh my God, I'm beginning to sound like him. Giselle. Well, it kind of sounds intelligent, so I guess it's okay. But did he also tell you when you shouldn't use those words? Samantha, yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, he did actually. It's something called sensitivity training, knowing when to say something and knowing when to keep quiet. Giselle, yeah, I heard of that. I thought it means knowing all the things you can't say when black people are around. Samantha, thrown off. What? Giselle, they give that to police officers so they know how to interact with black people when they stop them. Samantha, really? I thought it was just knowing the right time and the wrong time to say anything. Black, white, blue, or green. Giselle, I don't know. I'm just telling you how I heard it. They keep changing it anyway all the time. Well, it's been a lot more than a day. Today alone was endless. Samantha, go home, Ma. I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're so stressed. I'm worried about you. Giselle, well, I'm glad somebody's worried. But don't worry, I'll be okay. I know my presence is unimportant to you. Samantha, oh my God, Ma. Are you going to start that self-pity again? Giselle, look, I already told you the story of Jenny and her husband. Then I'm trying to get back to work on little sleep so I can catch up and they won't fire me. We can't pay for everything only on what Joey makes because he has to pay insurance, parts, etc., all those things. And now your grandfather says he lost his job. Samantha, what? Giselle, yeah, I